Sorry. Thank you so much, Leighton, for letting me know. All right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a happy day and that it's been a productive week. I'm Karwana D, your government contract strategist, and it's me and Sir Day today. As you can see, my baby, he's with me today. Haven't been here for a minute, but we are working together today. So anyway, today I'm going to be Thank you. So yeah, he just turned one this week, but I'm definitely going to be shedding some light for those who are in the trucking industry. Sorry. So this is like one of those mics. If you touch it, it'll go off, and so yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep my baby from. Can you hear me now though? I'm trying to keep my baby from touching the microphone and all that stuff. So let me know if you can hear me. In the chat, let me know if you can hear me. Um, so cool. If you can hear me, let me know. That way I know that we're good to go. Okay, cool. Thank you, Trey. All right, cool. So if you're in a trucking business, let me know what type of trucks you have, what type of services you provide, and all those things. Let me know where you're from as well. So definitely today is going to be for the truckers. So root root, root root. Remember we were kids and we used to do this to truckers to get them to hunt their home. So today is really all about you for the truckers. So get ready, because I'm going to share with you 10 different types of contract that you can get from the government. And so I hope you're ready because I'm not going to be before you long. So let me know. Let me see. Hello, it's working now. Thank you, Marie. We can hear. We can hear. Cool. Hey, cousin. Lawn wheel. It says lawn wheel. They welcome. But anyway, let me know where you're from, what type of trucking business you have. Marie says she just started a box trucking business. Okay. Anybody else have a trucking business? Let me know in the chat what type of trucking company you have. I'm definitely going to be, sharing with you some things that you can do. Okay. Today. So anyway, for those who are just joining, I'm Karwana D. I'm a government contract strategist. I help entrepreneurs learn how to grow their business with government contracts. In my most recent book, that's called Don't Duck the Government, They've Got Your Money. I talk about how you can make millions pitching and winning government contracts, right? And so for those who haven't yet got the book, you can still go ahead and grab it at don'tduckthegovernmentbook.com. Grab a copy because it's going to talk about how you literally can position your business today to start pitching and winning millions of dollars in government contracts. And it really does not take you long. Now, for some of you, the process may take longer because maybe you're just getting started in business and there's a lot of things that you haven't been able to put together in your business as far as the foundation, and you really don't know what your marketing proposition. You really don't know what it is that you want to sell or whatever. But those are some of the things we're going to talk about at the end as well. How we can help you jumpstart that process. So be sure to grab a copy of the book. The link is right there at the bottom. Don'tduckthegovernmentbook.com. But who's ready to learn about the 10 different types of contracting opportunities that you can absolutely land? I'm trying to make sure my camera doesn't go blurry. You can absolutely land today. Well, not necessarily today, but in the trucking industry. So we specialize in military and government lanes. Oh, cool. 1011 trucking says. I don't see anyone else, but semi office. Okay, is a mobile. But our business address is in Atlanta. Okay, cool. What else? Who else? Your cousin needs this. This is Lynetta. Hey, Lynetta Howard. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, Lynetta. Yeah, I know my cousin needs this. Yep, he really does. So hopefully he's watching. If not, be sure to have him, watch the replay and all those different things. All in. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna jump right into it, right? So over the past few years, I've been helping small business entrepreneurs literally learn to pitch the government and land millions of dollars in contracted opportunities. Now, I know that it may sound like, oh, $1 million is a long way away, but literally, seriously, when you have a system that actually works, which is what we have and how we help people in our program, we show you exactly how you can actually get there. You can do this within 6 to 12 months. So if this is something that you've been dreaming about for the past 10 years, you've been wanting to figure out how to position your business to generate millions of dollars for your family or just for your legacy and all those different things, you're definitely in the right place, because here we're going to show you exactly what you can do. All right. And so and a little bit later, I'll also share with you basically about some information and some more details about our upcoming challenge, where we're going to help you actually get pre-qualified, so that for those of you who are like just getting started and don't really know what you need to have in your business to qualify for contracts, we're going to help you get pre-qualified for contracts. So, and I'll tell you about that a little at the end, but I'm not going to keep you long. Of course, I got my hands full. I'm pretty busy with a baby, but I did want to come on and be a blessing to you all today anyway. So, so number one, the first type of government contract that you can get as a trucker is anything in transportation, right? So there are they're called transportation contracts, right? Whether that is, transporting people from government agencies who are employees or whatever, or transporting, like products, right? Goods and products, goods and services, goods and products, right? Whether you're transporting that, but definitely transportation contracts are available, right? And so for that particular type of contract that you can get, it doesn't matter really. There's various types of trucks that you can have. You can have long distance freight. You can have, the people transportation type of trucks like vans and all of those different types of things. But transportation contracts is definitely a type of contract that you can get in general. Okay. The second thing on my list is most people will probably never think about this. Would I need a fleet or to obtain government contract? No, you won't need a fleet, Maria. So the second type of contract most people don't never think about, or probably would not think about, or maybe it's never really crossed your mind, are emergency response contracts, right? For truckers, like for people in the trucking and transportation business, like emergency response contracts. Now, I know for a fact that the Department of Transportation right now across every state has an emergency response trucking team. Like they have an emergency response type of certification list that you can actually get on, not just for truckers, but for different types of scopes of services, but particularly for truckers. There's an emergency response certification that you can be in their portal in particular. So hold on for a second, guys. All right. So anyways, now and for emergency response for like things like natural disasters and things of that nature, for if there's like fires or tornadoes or something like this, y'all know I gotta do my thing, so y'all just gotta bear with me. Like I said, it's nap time and it's me and the baby today, so I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, so just bear with me while I do my magic do the magic mompreneur thing. So anyway, is she pulling out yes I am. Yes I am. So anyway, emergency response type of contract. So that's like if you need to go pull up debris, or if you need to go like right now that we're in a shortage of food and all those different things. So right now truckers are in demand to help us get the products from the ship into the people's grocery stores and into like the stores and all those different things. And if you really have been paying attention or have not been paying attention, a lot of the counters at the major, stores and outlets and stuff, they're empty, right? Because there's a transportation issue that's happening right now when it comes to receiving our consumer products and all that stuff. So emergency response contracts is definitely a contract that you can land. Not only can you land a contract for those types of things when it comes to emergencies, but so the word emergency itself, right? Those are different opportunities too, because you can get a contract providing the EMT vehicles, like the ambulance vehicles, you can get a contract in the transportation industry just for like police fleet cars and, the fire trucks and all those different things. But are these contracts in on Sam? Yes and no. So kind of depends. For sure, it kind of depends, of course. And some of those things I actually will be covering in my upcoming challenge on like how to look for, not really necessarily how to look for it, but to answer that question, where are these opportunities, or where do you find them? And some of those things I will actually be covering in the 5-day challenge, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But emergency response contracts is number 2. Number 3 are military contracts. I did see someone on here that said we specialize in military and government lanes, right? And it's a trucking company. So that goes to show that there definitely are opportunities for you to get contracts with the military, right? As a trucker, right? And that could be doing whatever, maybe transporting emergency things or transporting. Oh, that's okay. Or transporting what do you call those things, like military personnel or whatever, military, or like guns and weapons and all that different types of stuff, or even military food, like trucking, transporting that. So military contracts is definitely number 3 on my list. But the 4th type of contract, which is more people are more familiar with this type of contract, but you probably just didn't know. Sorry. So that's my security just kind of let me out. But anyway, I like the emergency response. Yes, that's cool. Yep. So hauling contracts, you can definitely get hauling contracts. So there's short distance like hauling, there's long distance hauling, there's long distance freight, right? And there's short distance freight or local freight and all those different things. So hauling is definitely something that you can get a contract for. In fact, on the local level, you can haul away waste from different sites. So you can get into like trucking and hauling for like the hazmat or materials or recycling materials or anything like that. But hauling is a type of contract that you can get if you are a trucker, right? Okay, so number 5 on my list is food and beverage transport contracts, which is like right now, if you can do that, if you have a refrigerated truck, I mean, with the food shortage or the way that food is not really getting to us, it's sitting out, at the ports and stuff like that. And I don't know what's going on in the transportation industry, but a lot of things are being shut down, or the big players, right? So it's like, this is the perfect time for small trucking companies to like stand up and be like, I could be a solution to transporting these foods into our grocery stores and into our local communities and all those things. So food and beverage transport is a specific contract. You can specialize in that, right? I always say, sky's the limit. It's like, don't lock yourself into one specific type of thing. Think about what else can you do with your truck and flip it and do it like that, right? Follow the money, right? Provide where the need is, right? So number 6 is retail transport contracts, retail. So aside of food and beverage, you can be transporting retail, right? There's like I said, all the retail stores right now, the shelves are low, right? And that's because a lot of the major trucking companies are like, we're on strike or we're not doing this anymore. So it's like, this is an opportunity for the little ones, the little guys, to come in and transport that. I mean, this is the reason why, hint, right? Watch what's happening with Amazon. Like, they're competing with UPS. They're competing with the USPS, right? So they're trucking and hauling retail to to people, right to your door and stuff like that. So that goes to tell you that there's definitely a lane for something like that. So anyway, manufacturing transport contracts, right? So you can actually transport manufactured goods. You can also be in the business of manufacturing trucks, right? That is so huge. Like, most people are just like, give me the thing at the end. I'm gonna get a truck and do the service that truckers provide. But what if you help manufacture trucks? Or look, here's an even bigger idea. Or if you got into the business of providing the materials that designers need, or whatever it's called, creators or whatever, that create and design trucks need to put those trucks together to manufacture those trucks. Now you're at the beginning. The person at the top makes the most money. So so anyway, that's just a thought So manufacturing transport contracts, that's definitely number 7. So that's another type of contract that you can get as a trucker. So number 8 on my list is recycling and waste removal contracts. And I want to spend a little time on this because most truckers are just thinking about what can I put in my truck, like basically as far as like materials, or what can I haul, or what type of freight can I pull away. But you're overlooking or maybe missing the idea that you can also recycle waste, right? You may have to have certain other type of licenses in order to do that, which is like taking a class and maybe paying for an additional license, especially when it comes to waste removal. You probably have to have a hazmat license or something like that. I don't know, that's not my expertise, but I would imagine that you will have to do something like that in order to be able to haul away waste, so you'll know exactly how to properly put away that waste and all that stuff. But recycling and waste removal contracts is something huge. Hazmat endorsement, yeah, awesome. So so recycling and waste and removal, like, just think about it. Like, if you, no matter what state you're in, and I know I see a bunch of different states across the United States represented here on this live, regardless of what type of state you're in or what state you live in. If you look at all the cranes that are coming up, that means those contracting contracts, projects that are going up in your cities and in your counties and stuff like that. Those are multi-million, multi-billion, and even in some cases, multi-trillion dollar projects, right? So there's a lot of waste that's going to come through those projects. There's a lot of recycling opportunities of like the raw materials and the wood and the metals and all those different things, and even like the bottles of water and all the food that people eat on the sites and all those different things, right? There's a lot of waste that comes out of those different sites. So don't you know that someone is getting a contract to haul away all of those different wastes and to take it to some type of landfill, right? There's even like when beaches and stuff get contaminated with oil and all those different things, right? They hire a trucker who has the hazmat license or whatever to remove those waste and to repurpose it somewhere else, or however they're going to do it, right? But recycling is definitely one of the biggest overlooked, especially when it comes to small businesses. One of the biggest overlooked scopes of work that goes unclaimed. So think about that, and think about how if you have like what you need, or what do you need in order to be able to also offer that. So you always want to maximize on opportunities, right? Don't just like, this is the only thing that I can do, right? You want to think about like, okay, with my licenses, with the things that I'm licensed to do, or hired to do, or can be hired to do, like, what else can I do with my truck, right? Besides hauling, what can I do? Can I do freight, right, with my truck? Or do I need a different type of truck? Or do I need to partner with a different type of trucking company? Or do I need to add a hazmat in order to do that? But you want to be able to maximize on opportunities, so that when whatever opportunity comes up that is out there, then you can be yes, 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 yes all day, because you're not closed in to a box, right? So it's like you got to be able to think outside the box, so that you'll have more opportunities and leverage. Okay, so number 10 is event transport contracts, right? So that's another opportunity, right? So a lot of times you'll see like moving companies, or you'll see events happening, and there are like these large trucks that are transporting stages and chairs and tables for events and things of that nature. Now, when it comes to the government, they have multi-million dollar events. This is the reason why caterers can clean up good, event planners can clean up good and stuff like that, because their events are like huge. But just as a trucker alone, like, you can really land lucrative contracts just transporting events, transporting events. And sometimes they have like a concert in a box, right? So it's like the box, all the stuff that belongs in the concert is in the trucks, right? So it's like you just drive here, unload, set up, and all those different things. And so event transport contracts is something else that you can get into. Now, most people have probably never thought about all of these different things from that perspective as a trucker, you're just like, oh, I have a box truck and that's it, right? Whatever box trucks do, I don't know. It's not my industry, but or I have a freight truck or whatever, and all I do is carry freight. But what if your freight truck can get you a transportation contract, and then you can get on the emergency response list as a trucker, and then you landed a military contract for hauling away things, or a hauling contract, or you also use your truck to transport food and beverages, or in retail. All of these opportunities are there. So it kind of puts you not only just in the trucking industry, but it helps you to expand in other industries like food, other industries, right? Like construction, other industries like event planning, and all those different things. So now you see that you took your one stream of income and now you've maximized, optimized, and multiplied your opportunities to do business with the government. So if that's good for you, if this was value, if you found value in what I just shared, let me know. Let me know. And are there any questions? Let me know that as well. So anyway, at the end of the day, there are definitely contracting opportunities for truckers. In fact, there's so many other things that I can list here for truckers, because I mean, you talk about logistics, there's all different types, there's administration, there's all different types of things that go into trucking. So it's like you have to really kind of figure out what you're going to use to get your foot in the door. And then once you get your foot in the door, how you're going to maximize on all the different types of opportunities without locking yourself into a box. And so in our upcoming challenge, which is something that I really want to share with you, in our upcoming challenge, we're definitely going to be helping entrepreneurs, not only truckers, but small businesses in general, learn how to qualify. We're going to help you get pre-qualified to sell your services to the government. Most people don't know what that is. Most people just want to jump in and sell to the government. Well, there's some preliminary things that you have to fully understand to make the gap between you getting started and landing your first contract, make that a shorter period, right? You don't have years. Like, nobody want to wait years to building and to finally getting results. You want to be able to do something in your business that's going to get you results faster within the first, 3 to 6 or 6 to 12 months, right? And this is what we're really helping people to do, to be able to learn to get positioned for government contracts right? Like rapidly at a very fast pace in a shorter time period. And so in the upcoming 5-day challenge, which I'll put up here, to get pre-qualified. In a 5-day challenge, what we're doing is we're helping people get pre-qualified. So more of these different types of opportunities, not only just for truckers, but I do want to invite the truckers as well. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're serious about making serious money in your business, that's literally going to be life-changing. Most people say they're serious and they're not. Like they're really not. Like they're more so curious, or more so don't want to be left out, but they're really not serious. Like, serious people take action. Okay. And for the first time since inception, really, we are not only running a special on our 5-day challenge, where it's normally $797. We're doing it for only $97, specifically so that we can help more entrepreneurs, more small business entrepreneurs, get pre-qualified as a government contractor. Because the world is changing, right? All these different things that's happening, and we don't want to see more of our small businesses close, because small businesses are the thing of the future, right? Small businesses are the employees of the future. And when you fail, it's like we all fail as a society. And so our thing is like, there's so much money that's out here that's left on the table for not only truckers, but small businesses in general. And we literally specifically have the passion and desire to help more of you get pre-qualified for government contracts. So join us in the challenge. If you go to govconchallenge.com, you can sign up right there. It's only $97. And I would highly recommend that you even become VIP. Because for those of you who are VIP, you get to ask me, we're going to have a specific session where you actually get to ask me specific questions about your particular business and walk away with a very powerful game plan and roadmap, right? To execute right after that. So anyway, I just want to share my screen really quick when it comes to, let me see if I can figure out how to do this with one hand. Let me see. Is it? I don't want to share my entire screen, so I think it's in Safari. Okay, so it's my Safari window. That's not it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share. Or maybe I have to share my entire screen because I don't see it. Oh, can y'all wait? What is this that I'm sharing right now? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, yep. I wanted to make sure I was sharing the right thing. Okay. So anyway, our the registration for the 5-day challenge is only $97. And I know even though we brought the price down tremendously to make a special offer for those who are going to take action in this limited time that we're going to be offering it for this price. For some of you, you're probably like, oh, $97 is a lot. It's still a lot. And I understand, especially if you're a extreme small business and you've never even made a penny in your business, or you're an extreme small business and you're probably just barely making it. And you're like, well, I have to pay my cell phone bill. So you're going to come to what I call the fork in the road, right? What I consider to be the fork in the road. And at the fork in the road, you have to make a decision is what are you going to do with your $97, right? I know on this side, you're thinking about, I got bills, or I need to go eat, or, I got to pay the light, or I can pay my cell phone with that $97 or whatever. But you're on this road where you're struggling, you haven't really, I'm just put struggle. You haven't really positioned yourself to win in business, so you haven't figured it out. So you're on this road. You're like, what am I going to do with my $97? And all you see is all these different things, right? On the other hand, for those of you who understand the value of investing in your business, and you see at the end of the day, you're going to be pre-qualified, right? You're going to walk away pre-qualified to land one of those contracts that I just spoke of, right? Pre-qualified to do that, which means that you'll know exactly what you need to have, right? The list. You'll get the list. Exactly. Not a roundabout. Now, some of the things, but everything that you need to have in order to pre-qualify as a contractor, in order to land the government as a client. You'll know exactly how much the government spends on the various types of services that you offer, and even on the various type of services that you may potentially could offer in the future, right? You'll also know how you can actually add additional value, like turn your one business into a multiple streams of income for yourself. Multiple, just go with me. It's hard to write with a mouse, but multiple streams of income. Multiple streams, right? We show you how you can maximize and optimize on your business to land multiple contracts, and how to do that simultaneously, right? How you can do that. So you walk away pre-qualified, but for the most part, at the end of the day, you also learn what I call our four-step blueprint. Now, it's called the BCMP. You learn our 4-step blueprint to get in there faster, to be able to land contracts within your first 6 to 12 months. Now, there are some entrepreneurs who have been on the journey to trying to figure out how to land a government contract for years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I've seen it and still haven't landed a contract. Now, what we're doing with this particular blueprint that is created, is the only one that exists, right? Where we are showing people how they can take that that 5-year period and compress it into a 6 to 12 month period to land their first contract, right? Sometimes, to be honest with you, to be totally transparent, most of the people that we've worked with are landing contracts way before 6 to 12 months. But I definitely want to give you a realistic expectation, because it's not going to be the case for everybody. Some people are just a lot further ahead. Some people just execute much faster, or just come on a lot more serious, or they understand where they are in the fork in the road. Now, the fork in the road is, yeah, you can take the $97 and go ahead and pay your bills, but you're still going to carry this weight with you, right? And nothing is going to change until you change it. So this is where you have to make the decision that I'm going to pivot, right? Okay, I'm going to pivot. And when it comes to making those types of decisions where it's like either this or that, you have to be willing to activate your faith, right? At the fork of the road. You have to be willing to activate your faith, because building a business is a faith move, right? If a decision that you're going to make does not allow you to be in a position to activate your faith, then that means you're going down the slow, easy, same route that you've been taking for the past 20, 30 years. And guess what? Same practice creates same results. However, when you're in a position where you're going to be learning how to activate your faith and you decide that you're going to invest the $97 now, right? Make the sacrifice now for the bigger picture, which is going to get you pre-qualified. You're going to have the list. You're going to know how much money is on the table for you, and you're going to have the blueprint to going after that money, right? For the later. You sacrifice the now, what you can do now, what you need to do now for what you can do, right? In the very near future. Now, these contracts that I'm talking about, there are multiple six figures. This is the reason why right here, the multiple six figures, some of them are millions of dollars, period. Some of them are in multiple millions. and literally that is the truth, right? And so for some of you who have been thinking about multiple six figure businesses and $1 million business, and you've been talking the talk for a very long time and have not seen that come into fruition, it's because you're on the road. And when it comes to investing in yourself, you decide that this is bigger than your dream. So it's like at this point, you have to figure out, which do you value bigger? Which do you value most? Paying bills, eating and doing all those things. Like if you value, you get what you value. If you value that the most, you're going to get more of this. Because at the end of this, you're going to have more bills, right? It's not going to stop. It's like, this is how you get on the cycle of like repetition. It's like the same thing over and over. Every time I pay a bill, a new bill is due. Every time I do something. So it's like, you got to pattern disrupt yourself. You have to disrupt the norm so that you can become what's called the abnormal, right? The 1%, the abnormal people are there in the 1% tile are abnormal, irregular people who's constantly disrupting the pattern that they've been traditionally trained and programmed to follow. You have to make new decisions in order to get new results. So at the end of the day, we're helping people get pre-qualified. We're showing them how to get massive results. So at the end of the day, within the next 6 to 12 months, they have this blueprint and they know how to execute it and can go ahead and start landing those millions, right? Why skip it? So it's like you have to be able to take action. Faith without works is definitely dead, but also a goal without action steps. If you don't take action, of course, it's just a dream. So are you dreaming along the road that's taking you to the left? Or are you looking to take action to learn how to really change your life and do what it is that you're here to do? And so that's the question that you have to answer. Only you can answer that question, and your action will speak louder than words. So for those of you who have not joined us in the 5-day challenge, while it's basically me investing an additional $700 into your business by offering it at a no-brainer price, it's just like, join us in the pre-qualified, get pre-qualified, join us in the 5-day challenge. It's 5 days of transformation, right? If you want to know how to change your life, if you want to know specifically how to leverage your business to be able to generate millions, we're going to use the government in order to do that. In order to use the government, in order to do that, you have to have a map, a blueprint of what it is that you're doing in the first place, right? Otherwise, we're just riding, just like with no direction, end up on the side of the road, got to turn around and go like you're taking a long route when we can just show you exactly how to get there faster. So be sure to join us. Join the challenge at govconchallenge.com. That's it for today. That's really what I wanted to drive home. About all of these different types of contracts for trucking that is available, but not only are they available for trucking, but they're also available for all different types of businesses, right? So if you always ask the question, if you have questions you're asking, like, does the government buy my stuff? All those different things, we answer and we show you exactly what that is inside the challenge. So make sure you join the challenge to get all the answers to all of your questions. Okay. Somebody said they missed the deal. It's the 5-day challenge to get pre-qualified as a government contractor. Do you have a coupon code I can put in? Quit playing. Quit playing, Noah. Yeah. No, we don't have any coupons. That is a coupon, right? So we already put in the coupon to minus it by $700 and make it only $97. So you are saving over $800. Yep, we normally charge for sure. So be sure to join us because it's only unlimited time that we're offering a special. And the reason why we're really kind of doing it during this time is because we're in the month of August. At the end of September, the fiscal year closes, right? So at the end of September, when they have all this money left over, which is normally in the multi-billions, what they're doing is those who are already in their systems and are pre-qualified to get contracts, they're giving you phone calls, they're sending you emails, and they're like, well, the problem is we have all this money that we have to spend with small businesses, but we don't know who wants this money, right? So you definitely want to get pre-qualified so you can be a solution to that problem, right? And so at the beginning of the new fiscal year, which starts in October, that is when the new budget starts. And at the top of the new budget, they're like, okay, we had all this money left over. Let's get rid of it. But we also started with this whole new $1 trillion budget that we have to spend down as quickly as possible. So at the end of the year, we'll have less money to call people to get rid of that, right? So it's just like all this money that's floating around, they're trying to get rid of. Is like, if you're not in position, but yet you say you have a business and you want to make money, it's just like you're blocking yourself from abundance. You're blocking yourself from opportunity. So you definitely want to be in position. In order for you to get in position, you have to be willing to make the sacrifice to invest in yourself, whatever that number may be. You have to be willing to invest in yourself so that you can plant the seed to reap the harvest, right? You have to plant the seed in order to reap the harvest. If somebody gave you a harvest, right, you may eat for that season, but guess what? You're going to be hungry again. So it's like, it's better to plant the seed. It's better to teach a man to fish. When you teach a man to fish, he never starves again. But if you feed a man for a day, he'll eat for that day, right? So it's all principles. There's all biblical principles, and these things are real. Even in your business, it's real. So we're teaching people how to fish. So call me the fisherer of men. I'm teaching men how to fish. And so join us in the 5-day challenge. We're going to show you exactly how to fish for yourself. For your business, so you can be able to build a legacy, right? And so for us, it's very important that you're in position. So we're trying to help as many people as possible, because our ultimate goal, it says our company is She's Got Goals, right? She's got goals and he's got goals too, right? So our ultimate goal is to empower small businesses. And this is the way that we're doing it. We're helping small businesses learn how to get these large contracts so that not only you can change your life and get back for those who are minorities, the 400 years plus of like depression and all those oppression and all those different things that they took from us, right? All the Wall Streets that's been burnt down, and all those things. We get to get our own reparations, but also for small businesses in general, you get to be the solution of tomorrow. And so our goal is our goal, and we're leveraging government contracts to help people change their lives. So if you want to change your life, join us in the 5-day challenge, govconchallenge.com. That's it for today. So thank you guys. Hopefully you found value in this, and that you also will be joining us in the 5-day challenge. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of the types of contracts that you can get for in the trucking business as a trucker. For those of you who probably joined late and may have missed the entire list, but transportation contracts is number 1. Number 2 is emergency response contracts. We have military contracts. There's hauling contracts. There's food and beverage contracts. There's retail transport contracts. There's manufacturing transport contracts. There's recycling and waste removal contracts. There's building material trucking contracts. There's event transport trucking contracts. There's all different other types of contracts. There's the office, like the administrative part, the trucking administration type of contracts. There's trucking logistics types of contracts. Like the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So it's like the question to you is, how bad do you want it? All right. So get yourself in position. Can I take the challenge on myself? So yeah, you can. So we'll definitely, it's on Zoom, but it also kind of streams. It's on Zoom if you're VIP, but if you're general admission, it'll be streaming in a Facebook group. So you can do it on any types of a phone that allows you to be able to watch videos. And so if it's a phone, if it's a tablet, if it's a computer or whatever, you can do that. But also for those who are joining via VIP, you're going to get all the recordings as well. Let's see. I'm going to answer some of these questions. Oh, let's see. Do you know estimated time we might end during the challenge days? Yeah, so it's about an hour to 90 minutes. So we're starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is like 1 Eastern, right? So it's about an hour to 90 minutes, hour to an hour and a half. And hour and a half. So it kind of depends on how many questions I'm going to be answering for the VIPs, for those who are going to be answering questions as VIP. Okay. Any other questions before we go? I need to be in trucking. Somebody say I need to be in trucking. So, but literally, not only, like I said, there's contracts for everybody. It's not just trucking. Trust me, every time I see a different type of opportunity, I'll be like, I need to be over there, or I need to be over here. But there's contracting opportunities for everyone, even if you're an esthetician, like literally, if you do makeup and skincare, there's contracting opportunities for you. So, but today I'm just dedicating today's session about trucking so that you'll have a bigger, broader, better idea of the different types of contracts that you can get so that you can actually start really thinking outside the box and knowing that there's opportunities for you to do business with the number one biggest purchaser of products and services in the world. We're talking about one multiple six-figure or $1 million client. Like, who wouldn't want to land that as a client, right? So anyway, hopefully it's been great for you. This is you found value in my my training today. But again, join us in the 5-day challenge, which is coming up, and it's coming up on August 22nd. So August 22nd, all I can say is get ready, because it's going down, and I'm going to pour all that I know into you, helping you getting your business pre-qualified. So you're definitely going to enjoy the time and all the knowledge that I share with you during those 5 days of transformation. But also I'm literally going to help you. So for those of you who want my help, this is the opportunity for you to be able to get my help in getting pre-qualified. It is the only time where you're going to be able to get my help for $97, because literally, if you were to book an hour or an hour and a half, you would be paying upwards of $5,000 as a one-on-one consultation. So this is a chance of a lifetime for you to be able to work with me and get my help at a no-brainer price. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. All right.